Hello and welcome to part 16 of this tutorial on how to create a full-stack website using MongoDB, Express, React, and Node. In this part, we'll continue working on the admin screen. Below the state, make a create image handler arrow function. We'll come back to that. Create a logout handler function, a delete image handler, and an edit image handler function. Create a use effect. In the body, dispatch an object with a type of create image reset. Create an if check to see if user info is null or if user info.isAdmin is null. In the body, call history.push and pass in /login to reroute to the login screen if the user isn't authorized. After that, dispatch the get images action, passing in null for the page number and 100 for the page size. Next, run an if check on success create image. In the body, call history.push and pass a template string, routing to /admin /image $, curly braces created image ._id /edit. Pass in the dependency array containing user info, dispatch, history, success create image, created image, and success image delete. Next, give the return div a class name of classes.screen_container. In that, add another div and give it a class name of classes.controls_container. There, add an h1 displaying welcome with some JSX containing the user info.name, so it will welcome the user. Below that, add another div. In there, add a button that says add an image. Add another button that says log out. For adding an image, give the button an onClick attribute, then set it to the create image handler. For the logout button, add an onClick attribute pointing it to the logout handler. Below the controls container div, create another div and give it a class name of classes.gallery_container. In there, add some JSX and check if gallery is null. If it is, return a div that displays loading. If we get something back, we'll map through the gallery. In the parentheses, create an arrow function passing item and IDX as params. Return a div. Give it a key attribute of IDX and a class name of classes.imagedetail_container. In there, first add a paragraph. Pass in some JSX containing the item.alt. Next, add an image element. Then set source to item.source, which is an array, so we'll use the 0 index. And set the alt to item.alt. Next, add a button displaying delete and a button displaying edit. Give the delete button an onClick attribute. Set it to an arrow function, running the delete image handler with the item._id as a param. Copy the onClick attribute and paste it on the edit button. Change the function to the edit image handler. Right before the second closing div, add some JSX. And if loading image delete is true, we'll return a loading div. Now back to the top. For the create image handler, pass in e as a param. In the function body, call e.preventDefault. Then dispatch the create image action. For the logout handler, pass in e as a param. In the body, call e.preventDefault. Dispatch the logout action. Then call history.push, routing to /login. For the delete image handler, run an if check. In the parentheses, call window.confirm. Pass in are you sure as the prompt. Then in the body, dispatch the delete image action with ID as a param. So we'll need to pass ID as a param to the delete image handler. For the edit image handler, pass in ID as a param. Run an if check to see if we have the ID. In the body, call history.push with a template string, routing to /admin /image $$ curly braces ID /edit. In the admin screen folder, create another folder named blog section. Create an index.js file. Create the basic component setup and name it blog section. Import useEffect from React. Import with router from React Router DOM. Import the classes object. The useDispatch and useSelector methods from React-Redux. The create blog, delete blog, and get blogs actions from the store. And last, import the create blog reset constant. Pass props as an argument. Destructure history from props. Create a dispatch constant and set it to useDispatch. Make a blog create constant and point it to the useSelector method where we'll access state. With an arrow function, point state to state.blogCreate. Now destructure from blog create, renaming success to success create blog and blog to created blog. Copy those two lines down. Rename blog create to blog list. Destructure loading as loading blogs and blogs as itself. Create another piece of state, renaming blog list to blog delete. Now destructure renaming success to success blog delete. And that's it for this part. Thanks for watching.